What's up, everybody? My name is Zisis. You can call me Z. Today's February 15th, 2018, and I just wanted to make this video for a while now, but I haven't gotten around to it. I'm going to talk about a variety of things, and I don't have anything fancy to mount my phone on my dash. So I'm just gonna use tape. Let's hope it works. Let's hope it doesn't get too complicated, and let's hope the phone doesn't fall off while I'm driving, or else it'll be hard to see me. Now, the main thing this video is gonna talk about is just positive stuff. As you can tell by the thing in the back of my car, I love the Raptors. I'm from Toronto, and I love playing Clash Royale. I don't know if you guys know what that game is. I love swimming. Anything related to the water, I just love it. Now, one thing that I want to state at the beginning of these videos is that if I ever get 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 watchable hours on YouTube, and I submit my form and I'm ever profitable from these videos, I will submit over half of the proceedings to charities that actually do something. So it's kind of hard to talk and drive at the same time. But what I really want to say is just invest in yourself. I find a lot of people are investing in so many things, but if they just invested in themselves, if they just believed in themselves, their life would be so much better. Motivate yourself. And what investing in yourself really means is get your 8 hours of sleep. If not 8, get 6. But make sure it's deep sleep. Make sure you eat well. Make sure you exercise a bit. Make sure you learn something every day. No matter how stupid or silly you think it is, make sure you're positive and you're doing something positive and you're gaining something every day. Even if all you learned today was a joke. Make sure it's a good humor joke. Nobody's offended by it, and just a good quality joke. That's just one example that I thought off the top of my head. Another thing I like doing is I like trading cryptocurrencies. Now, like I said, invest in yourself. Don't invest in stupidity. Obviously, I don't have a lot of Bitcoin. I have less than half of one Bitcoin. But I got in like April, where like it was 1,800 American for one. And I've turned a little bit of a profit. No more than like $3,000. But hey, like I said, invest wisely. I feel like not a lot of people do that these days. This used to be my grandfather's. I know I'm getting a little bit off topic here, but in my opinion, he was the best man that ever lived. He was always so humble. He spoke when needed, and he was just a very simple man. Now, what a lot of us these days don't realize is that when we're in a certain kind of situation, when we have a problem, we always tend to look at advice from other people. And it's true, because it's much easier to look at a situation that you're not in and say, oh, this is what you need to do. But when you yourself, the individual, is in that situation, you don't know what to do. You get caught up in emotions and all that kind of stuff. Now, what a smart man told me once, and actually he's a very good friend of mine, his name is Mazar, what he told me one day, and I'll never forget this. He said he was battling some kind of issue, and I don't want to say it because it's not my issue, so it has nothing to do with me, so I'm not going to say it. He he basically just took himself out of the situation and gave him his own self advice. He told himself, Mazar, I think you should... There we go. He told himself, Mazar, I think you should do this. And he was talking to me about it. And he was giving his own self advice. And I thought to myself, wow. You know, it takes a lot of courage to just sit there. And I told him, Mazar, what are you doing talking to me about your situation? What are you doing even talking to me about it? I feel like you already know the answer. But what he was doing was having somebody to talk to, because always having somebody to talk to helps you out. It clears your thoughts, and the other person has some input, and you know, you agree on something. And we basically realized that yes, that is what you need to do. Now, I hope one day if my videos become successful, you know, all I really want is support and love, and that's all that everybody needs, to be honest. If my videos ever become successful, I would love to have him on one of these videos, and I would love to show you guys what an amazing individual he actually is. And what my videos is going to be about is just advice and how to always do the right thing, and how people always really do the wrong thing. For example, take smokers. I know this topic has been talked about over and over and over, but it's actually a lot harder to smoke than stop smoking, because to smoke you have to make money. Now, how do you make money? You can ask for it, you can work for it, someone can give it to you, you can steal it. There's so many ways to make money. But you have to make that money, you have to go to the store, you have to buy the cigarettes, you have to buy a lighter, you have to find the time to sit there, open the pack, grab a cigarette out, spark it up, and smoke it. Now, you have to do this constantly about, I don't know, depends on how big of a smoker you really are. But to be honest, if you were not a smoker, you would have extra cash, your health would be better, and you'd have more time. And time is money. But people don't realize this, or they do, but they just choose not to listen or take other people's advice because they do what they want to do. Now remember, doing the easy thing is not always necessarily the best thing to do. Sometimes the good thing, like for example, getting a good education, getting good grades, you know, it's hard work. Don't get me wrong, but sometimes doing the good thing is the easy thing, and people just don't even want to do it. Listen, I told myself I'm going to try to keep this video short, so long story short, just be a positive person. Always make sure your actions don't offend anybody. Make sure you're always an understanding individual. Make sure you're filled with empathy and sympathy, and eat your vegetables. And to be honest, I know this is kind of random, but I'm going to end the video like this, and I'm going to tell you just always hug and kiss your mama, okay? I know it's just what you got to do. Don't forget to hug and kiss your mom and tell her how much you love her. Until the next video.